Hello, everybody. We're just cleaning up. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. You know what? And today, children, is the 28th of December. So if I'm going to do best of 2022, let's get it on. Let's get it on. And so, it's like JP, I was out on the patio, minding my own business, drinking beer. The weather is now back up to 80 degrees. But no, he had to direct message me and go, oh, are you going to do a best of 2022? Crap. Okay. So I pulled some shit together. And so this is going to be conditional 2022 best of, which is, first of all, I had to have actually had it in my hands, probably do a video on it. And the other small print down below was done by my attorney firm, Dewey, Cheatham and Howe, of how I came up with this list. Yes. So shan't we get started? Okay, let's start with Andre DeVilliers, Pit Boss 1, Pit Boss, Andre DeVilliers. Who is this guy? I don't know. Makes crazy knives. Or did he make the, hold on. I don't know if he made this or if this was a Reich knife. Scavenger was, but I think one of his integrals was also by Reich. Okay, but this is wonderful. Button lock. It's ginormous. It's got the gold shred carbon fiber and all kinds of weird anode things going on. And so of knives that I have reviewed in 2022 and all the rest of the disclaimers down below, I'm just, this Andre DeVilliers Pit Boss 1. It's just, it looks a lot like some of the other knives he's done, the Alpha and something else. But so we'll just group them all together. ADV, Alpha / Pit Boss / whatever style knives. Button lock, crazy good looking, big dogs, unless it's the smaller Pit Boss, whatever. Andre DeVilliers, yes. And a small pause for cleaning the blade off. I was looking for this the other day because I was thinking I'm going to put an edge back on here because it's not bad, but okay. The Arkona Knives Geri. It's a front flipper. It's really light. It's got Reverie scales. I fear the Reverie. Do you fear the Reverie? And even though it's only K110, it's Ivan Bragnit's design. This thing drops like, like gravity almost. And it drops great. It is, and he was going, you can flick. Yeah, you get up on here. You can finger flick it, yeah. And this is the one that jammed into the generator lock thing because my brother-in-law didn't have a key to his generator, which was not put on automatic, which was not running when the power went out during Ian, the hurricane. Jammed it in, turned the lock, popped the door open, hit auto, it came on, everybody was saved. It saved the entire extended family. Yes, this knife alone. So, it is a hero, yes. Should be getting a key to the city, but I guess not. And so, yes, I mean, this is just kind of a cool flat blade, just, I mean, I guess I got to hurry through this kind of because it's going to take a long time, but I can't say enough about the Arkona Geri. Not very expensive, just so flickable, easy, light, carryable, and usable. Really, I carried it for weeks coming up to that storm. I carried it all the way through. And if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. I don't want to be right. And I did look this up because it seems like I've had this knife for years, but I have not. Bade, Modern Designs, the Stunner. It just came in a regular pouch like this, but I'll tell you what. And of course, this is Body Modern Designs also, I think, designed the Hive, you know, which was even reviewed by Jim Skelton and blah, 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 all that. Okay, so, but this is his knife, stunner. And oh, it is a stunner. I mean, every time I come through this, across this knife in my drawer, because it's always like this, and I go, what's in that pouch? I flip it off. Oh God, yes, this is so good. Why don't I carry this more often? It is just a great drop. I mean, this thing is a stunner. It's M390 and Dinkman, right? Yes. Oh my God, it's beautiful. I mean, if you don't have one of these, I'm gonna have to pull your enthusiast card. Yes, it will be revoked immediately. This, I mean, really, seriously. And he put inlay on the backside. I can't remember the OEM, if it was Bestech or QSP or something, but holy cannolis, boys. This one is definitely a winner. Honorable mention in here, also, I did a video on it, and I had it, and I really liked it, and all that combo design is the Buwaya. I really, oh, is it Buwaya? I can't remember. It was kind of the Filipino name for a crocodile or something. Okay, I don't have mine anymore. I think I got jazzed out of it by somebody on a trade or something. But yes, there it is. And that, for Bestech, that's all I got. I'm sorry. I just didn't see a lot of magic from Bestech in 2022. Let's hope 2023 is better. Hopefully I see him out at the SHOT Show in Vegas. And, you know, we can see what they got for 2023. But I guess there's redemption with Bestech, because this is the Bestechman Dundee. The Dundee, and I'll tell you what, the Dundee is a dandy, okay? I think it is. I liked it so much, I put it in the dye and put tropical teal, liquid RIT dye. And yes, I really like it. And it's another one I was trying to locate the other day, because I had the sharpener out, and I go, I know this baby's going to need some work, because I have carried and used this, and it's so handy. It's just, and you don't care. You don't care because it costs you nothing, but the drop is just like this. It's really, I mean, I was like, is this got play in it? Nope, but it's got a crazy drop, like it's loose or something, but whew. The Dundee. So Bestechman, and they got a new one coming out shortly. So check them out. And what do you got? The Astro Astro Kickstarter Program 2022. Is it good? Yes, it is. Is it crazy? Yeah. As crazy as the Sultan? Just about. Okay. As the CH Sultan. Check that out too. M390 titanium. It's a crazy little thrown together magical knife that I really like. And I've always liked CH knives. It's always been interesting to check out what they're doing. I mean, Peng used to be at Kizer. So until he broke away and did his own thing, and he's got his, you know, been doing this for as long as I've had a channel, since 2016. So he's probably started his up in 14 or 15, whatever. But it's got a pocket clip on both sides, and it's just a wonky, crazy, but cool design, and I really like it. So yeah, as far as CH knives go, I like this one. And then they just came out with the CH Journey, and check that out on my channel as well. But this, yeah, Astro came out in a lot of different iteration colors and, you know, options, but this is insane. On the Civivi front, oh, I haven't been able to walk away from this one, the Banneret. I know it's a steel frame, a little kind of heavy, but I just love this design, don't you? I do. And so, it is caught my fancy, needless to say, and it is Nitro V. Yes, Nitro V. I was going, hold on, they did some in D2, but this is Nitro V. Just really nice action, kind of the blade buries itself in the handle. It's an open design, deep carry, left, right. I mean, just way cool. And, of course, the Desert Elementum came out this year as well. Yes, we're familiar with the Elementum overall. The button lock came out in 21, but in 22, we got Desert, okay? And, you know, you're going to get your just desserts if you get one of these. Here it is, the Elementum. So, yes, and the D Art, fixed blade, neck knife. I just about pulled that out of my drawer. I still got one. I got in, I can't remember if I got it in, I think I got it in Atlanta, actually at Blade Show. But also, I have to give honorable mention, and I don't have this knife anymore, to the Chevalier, you know? The button lock, Civivi, Chevalier, it is wunderbar. It really is. I haven't paid that much attention to CJRB, or I just haven't seen anything that really turned me on until I got this, and this was a White Mountain Knife exclusive, this scale pattern and stuff. But this is the CJRB Pyrite, and if they make this in a bigger knife, I will definitely be all over that too. But this one, AR, RPM 9, so powder metallurgy, blah, blah, blah. I think this was like $58 before discount. And it came in, I mean, it came in this huge ass luxury box with, you know, all this stuff, okay? So that was insane, but it's a button lock, super fidget friendly, super lightweight, you know, ambidextrous thumb studs, easy carry, and right and left hand, tip up, deep carry. So I like this. The red Lagos is out as well, which is really a good bit bigger than this is. And that is nice too, and it's a button lock, so look for that. But the Pyrite, because I haven't done the Lagos review yet, and it's running out of time, but the Pyrite, I like this, definitely. So kudos to CJRB. There's one I found that I really like. And of course, I'm a Predator. And CMB Knives, you know, the Prowler, the Lurker, they're creepy, aren't they? Prowler and Lurker, and now it's a Predator. Now I just kind of started catching on to that. Okay, but the Predator, you know, this is an inexpensive knife. I like it for the way it fills your hand. It's really a simple design though. Flows, smooth, nice. It's got like the axis lock, piston lock, whatever you want to call it, right? And you can flick it, ambidextrous thumb studs, that kind of thing, right hand tip up only, but it's deep carry. And they have a Predator 2, I guess, out. So now I'm behind the times, right? But I just could not trade this or sell this away. There was something about it when I pulled it out of the box. Every time I was like, nah, I want to keep this one. And I've got my Prowler as well and my Lurker still. But this one, yes, I'm going to give this big kudos, and I'm going to knock the blade right off the freaking camera stand. But no, this is cool. Keep your eye on CMB. And okay, come on, man. This is the year for Devo Knives. Next year will be a year for Devo Knives. The year after that will be a year for Devo Knives. I'll guarantee you. He is kicking ass and taking names lefty EDC, you crazy man. And I saw him in Atlanta, and he was like, oh, I got some protos. I'm not sure who I want to OEM the knife, blah, 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 blah. But you know what? This is the Growler. So this is super affordable, right and left hand. Lightweight though, but looks like a stubby, brutal little danger. And you know what? It's still pretty full size though for carry, but it's not heavy. It's super light and super droppy. And so this is great. And of course the Stout came out. I haven't had my hands on the Stout. It always keeps selling out, especially in the iteration I want. So I have like talked to him, and maybe he'll like DM me when they're available and I can finally get in line and figure that shit out. But I'm looking forward to getting the Stout, especially like in a fat carbon version. But the Growler, yes, I had in my hand. Yes, I did a video in 2022. Yes, I like it. I think this is really a worthwhile knife to have. So this is definitely in my best of for this year. And here we are with Kansept. It's really been a year for them. And really, the Shikari, I got it in the kind of the bronze tie with the brown micarta, and then I go, I'd rather have it in this. So I'm gonna look to see if I can pick this up, and I think Blade HQ, but if I can grab one whenever White Mountain gets it in, because then I could save another 25, 27 bucks. So, but I saw somebody at the Texas Blade Show in March of 22, and they got the last one at the booth before I got there. And I think they got it for like $2.25 or $1.99 or something. So, and that's what I want. But this is the one I want. The Shikari is awesome. It's big. It's way cool. So yes, that's my pick for Kansept for the year. But also, this is a knife I never really thought I'd like that well, okay? But it's a Lundqvist design. And I don't know, it's just, I kept warming up to it. And really in this iteration, this color scales, and then this Damascus, I was going to call it Damasteel, but it's not. But I mean, you can reach forward and flip it open when it's a front flipper. I mean, you can do it with the thumb, but I mean, what's weird is you can just reach around like that and get it. And titanium, and this is so easy to carry. Nice, look at that. And you know, you think, oh, that's just a stamped clip. No, it's not, and that's titanium, and so is the backspace. This is really light. Yes, it taunts me to carry it. It really does. Now, the flip side is the Korvid. I just got this little Christmas thing, and my big one is not within my purview to get right now. It's out of my hands. But so the Korvid, you're gonna have to rep for the medium. So they've gone the Korvid, and of course that's Casey Tools, right? But this is the little mini. But the medium, the large, okay, and the mini, million different iterations. The Reverie as well, a bunch of different price levels and materials, okay? So both of these knives, incredible. I really like them, but the Shikari, absolutely. And those would be my three from Kansept that I really, really like for this year. And if you've been watching my videos, you know that I've been way impressed with Kizer. So they're in the case. We're going alphabetically through this list. This drop bear with the clutch lock is just really interesting how they've done this, and you can take it open from both sides, so you can pull it apart. It's so much easier to open and do than a Benchmade axis lock knife. So you can pop them open from both sides, take each spring off, push the piston through. It's just easy. And it's got multiple holes on each side, so you can adjust the spring tension on this Omega spring, okay? So this, and then they've come out with the Escort, which was a Dirk Pinkerton design, which was done years ago, right? But now it's in the clutch lock. But this drop bear, this is really smooth and nice, feels good in the hand. I really like it. It's a Vanguard, okay? I mean, it's not top end, you know, big fancy box, stuff like that. But they're doing it in fat carbon and high-end stuff. So, yes, this one is a Vanguard. But you can get that in those different colors of fat carbon and stuff. Wow. Okay. And then, of course, this one really impressed me. So what they did is the mini Sheepdog and the big Sheepdog, which I don't have on the table because I didn't want to completely wipe you out again with Kizer. This impressed me so much because the drop is just so incredible on this. And, of course, no flipper tab, got the oblong hole and the Reverie scales. Okay. Now, button lock, rich light scales, and they're crazy paper micarta rich light scales, okay? So this, oh my God, this is so fidget friendly. It's insane. And is this 150? Okay, yeah, because it's Vanguard. Okay, Vanguard. They come out with this in the standard size and the XL with a button lock and this oblong hole. Get out of here. And of course, how do you do this without giving kudos to the button lock Begleiter 2, which has got this crazy easy drop to it. It just seems like everything Kizer's been doing has got this weird, much better drop to it than before. I don't know. They said they've improved it, blah, blah, blah. And they have, apparently, because it's very noticeable. And this one, I just can't get over. This is the October CPM 20 CV. Love the micro milling through here. This is a frame lock. Yeah, this is the more expansiver one. But, I mean, this is just, I can't let this one go. It's not a big knife. It's a dock design, and it just feels good in the hand. And I just think it's a way cool design, really good looking. And I just love everything they did about it. So there's my Kizer. Sorry, I had to drag in, what, 3, 4, 5, 6 knives. No, 5 knives. Yikes. Kunwu. I do like Kunwu, I really do. And of course, they had the Kickstarter earlier, right? On the X Tao. And not only do I have this X Tao in titanium, I have the full-size X Tao in carbon fiber, and it is so much lighter than this. And it's in a box. I mean, I didn't want to bring it out, but, you know, this is great. Right and left hand. I know it's a spring clip. You feel like, it should be a milled for this. But this wasn't that expensive. It was like $130 or something on their Kickstarter. LMAX, and they're doing it well, and they care about immersion grinding, keeping the temper from burning up when they do the final, all that kind of stuff. So, and the heat treat, etc. But the X Tao, this is a beautiful knife. And then, of course, I got the Zen, I got the Compact Tao, and now on the list, and they have funded it, it's the Pulsar. Check the Pulsar. That one's coming in. I got that in a red G10. Ooh, baby, but you can get it in titanium, all that kind of stuff. Watch out for that, because I'll tell you what, I love this Kunwu stuff. I really do. And Max Ace. Max Ace has murdered it this year. They have murdered it. They had the Amber 3. They have this Qvist. The Qvist 3 zirconium inlays on this thing. It's a beautiful knife, and it's not that expensive. I mean, you go, everybody's running around after knives that are $375 to $575, and this was not that expensive, okay? Beautiful knife, big knife, you know, good looking, really well done, and I love the Amber 3, but if I had to choose between them, yes. And then the Halictus came out too. Oh my God, and that was so beautiful too. Oh my God, and just, so, and the Hephaestus, did you see the Hephaestus? I had that in Zerk, but I in Mokutai, and I don't have it. So Hephaestus, definitely awesome. And this just came in yesterday, just in time for this video. It is the Max Ace Rock, and it rocks it. It's got marble carbon fiber. You can get it also with G10. You can also get these bolsters like in blue or green, something like that, with different colored G10 scales, that kind of thing. But this, inexpensive too, M390. Now I'll bet this is titanium. This is probably tie. These covers are tie. This under here is steel, okay? But M390, and this was 178 on White Mountain before discount. Okay, so $160 all in for this one, and the others are $148 before discount. So they're about $130, something like that, on the G10 side. But you're getting an M390, and it's sharp. I've already opened some boxes with this thing. It is blazingly sharp. And so I haven't taken it apart. I haven't done a review on it yet. It's got a little bit of, copper in it as well. Not a lot on this one particularly, but I just think it's beautiful. And then, of course, the Qvist, but the Hephaestus. Just everything they've done so much. And then the Medusa OTF, the Medusa 2 is out. Check that out. If you like OTFs, super high quality OTF, it'll knock you out, really. So I've done a video on the Medusa as well on this channel, but I don't have my OTF. I'm going to get the 2 when it gets back in stock, if it gets back in stock. And Microtech, need we say more? This was a big one for me. When they partnered with Reich Knives and made these. The Annex, the SOCOM B. The SOCOM B is beautiful. It's my preference between the two because it's got inlay on both sides. The SOCOM B is beautiful. I like this blade shape, the plain edge, not serrated, blah, 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 okay? And it is just a beautiful knife. Great drop. Fit and finish is next to none on this. It really is an incredible knife. And so, yes, I love this. But then this came out too, and the Annex. Now, had they done the inlay on the back, this would be forever as well. But no, they did not. Maybe they'll do an Annex too and change that, or they don't really give a shit about my opinion anyhow. But this one is beautiful. It's silky. It's a front flipper, but you can finger flick it. It's smooth. It's got multi-row bearings, and it's integral. It's integral. Okay, this is just 2 knives that are just incredible knives that came out, or that I had my hands on in 2022. And how are they going to better this in 2023? Nah, they're not. They're not going to be able to. If they could keep up with production so people could buy these, that'd be nice. And of course, probably my favorite of all the knives that I'm going to talk about on this video that came into my possession during 2022 is the NOC SO7. The SO7, my friends, it is wonderful. It was a very limited production. It's a huge knife. It's way crazy. And of course, I sent it to Blades We Love up in Wyoming, and he got intoxicated, and this is what happened. I don't know. No, I love what he did, this blue camo and everything, and then the gold, and then, wow. Just everything he did just turned out so nice on this. But the SO7, it's an incredible knife, multi-row bearings. What kind of screwdriver do you use? You don't. It's just these turn, and you can take it apart. And is it big? It is big. It is huge. It's a big, huge knife. and it's crazy. And you got to be very careful with it because it's going to come back and it's going to bite you. And we have the Oaks Works Solar Storm. Of course, this was an OEM knife, so this is not custom. This was a production knife. And I really, I found it in my cabinet, and I go, oh my God, I can't believe I still have this one. I am so glad I didn't let this go. This M390 titanium, really nice fat carbon fiber. Love it. Love it. Beautiful knife, lightweight, easy carry, but full size, really full size blade. So let's talk a little QSP, and I really can't get over this Canary. I saw it at Atlanta Blade Show, and I just really love the design of it. It's full tang. It's a good stainless, 14C? Yeah. Comes in so many different colors, a great looking neck knife, comes with a sheath and a chain and everything, super inexpensive, great carry knife. And then of course, what I don't have, regretfully, is my Penguin Plus Fat Carbon. It's beautiful, and Penguin Plus definitely takes it, I think, for the year for QSP. Penguin's been such a popular knife, but the Penguin Plus now, a bigger Penguin, really out there, and with the fat carbon and all the stuff, really cool. Petrified fish, oh yeah, up next. Now, where's the Beluga? The Beluga is so 2021, let me tell you guys, 2021. But the baby Beluga kind of crossed over, but we have other we want to talk about, because the Victor kind of got that Beluga handle a little bit, but I mean, what a nice clip point blade. You know what I'm saying? It's really a good looking knife, and I like it. So it had a cutaway on the back thing, easy to finger flick, blue micarta. Can you get over it? And they're giving them away damn near. They're damn near giving them away. What's this, K110? Damn near giving them away. And, I mean, just because petrified fish knives are so inexpensive, the Deep Sea, and it's an Uncle Joe, come on, man. You know you gotta like this one. The Deep Sea, look at that design. That is simple as simple. You know what I'm saying? The Deep Sea backspacer, even. A backspacer on a knife in 2022. Yes, it does happen. And even on this one, the Nightingale. This one came out, I thought this is going to be a little wonky, just kind of cheesy, whatever. This is my second one. Okay, I've got one in the other room. In fact, I sharpened it yesterday because it was dull, because I have had this laying around, not this one, the other one, laying around. I've been using it. I've been using it a bunch. It's got a great blade on it. It's easy to grab and go with. It's a little front flipper, but also you can just flick it out with your middle finger, and it's wonky, weird looking in a way, kind of disarming at the wing pattern and stuff, but titanium pocket clip, and very inexpensive, very inexpensive. So these are my three from Petrified Fish for the year. Protech, it's got to be this, and I don't have this. Of course, somebody, I think, jumped through my plate glass window, handed me their firstborn child, and begged with tears in their eyes. So yes, I let go of this one. I had this one after the Texas Blade Show in March. So this came in April's when I did this video on this, but in Magna Cut, I'm going to circle back around. Probably, I think I've seen it in fat carbon now, and so I think this is the Protech I've got to have, other than the Invictus one. This is the Protech I got to have on a long-term basis. So I'll be circling around for that. And you know we have to. We have to. The Qvist variant, I think this came in for a sale. one of my table sales, I think. I can't remember. Either that or I bought it, one or the other. I mean, either way, I bought it, you know. But I just think this is so cool, right? And, you know, you can, I mean, they're out. You could get them like custom made. And of course, this is OEM'd. I can't remember if it's QSP or who's OEMing these, right? But, and then, I mean, you can get them in titanium, you can get them this, and this is the Variant PE plain edge. And really, I just like it so much. It's just got a great drop to it, a good feel to it. Don't you like it? I mean, have you checked these out? I mean, they're everywhere, right? I mean, most everybody's aware of these, but this is way cool. And what is this, 14C? Yeah, 14C. Very inexpensive, but fun. Fun, easy carry, lightweight, so flickable, you know. So, and I think he did a front, did he already release the front flipper? I haven't been keeping up, but the Qvist, oh yeah, we love it. And for real steel, this is, I really like this knife. This is one of my favorite real steel knives, period. And of course, Ivan Bragnitz in Ukraine is the designer, and he's been designing a bunch of them. I think, didn't he do the Bruns as well? But this is VG10, orange scales, got that kind of axis lock thing going on. And this is a good sized knife, you know what I'm saying? And what a beautiful flow to the design. I couldn't, you know, pass it. I just had to keep it. I had to keep it. I mean, I was interested when I saw the design. I got my hands on it. Then, yeah, I've been keeping it because you know what? And I haven't really been carrying it, and that's unfortunate because it's an inexpensive knife. But, I mean, you see the charm of this? I just love it. I love it. VG10's fine with me, and it's perfect in the hand. Fairly slender, got a nice long back spacer, lanyard. I mean, you can reverse this pocket clip right and left. Very uncluttered, simple design. I mean, woo! And it's just great. Sencut. Can't say enough good things about Sencut. They're price sensitive, yes. And like Civivi has just jumped, and you know, they'll have some models that are pretty reasonable, and then they'll be as much as at or above $100. But Sencut was, you know, made so they'd stay in a certain price bracket. And I was in Atlanta, and everybody was bugging the Civivi/We Knife booth, but across the aisle was Sencut, and they were just standing there and nobody was talking to them. I went over there, and I bought this, the Sakshi and the Watuga, okay? Watagua, okay? And so I still have my Sakshi from the show. I mean, they were just writing on the boxes, right? I mean, 45 bucks. It's a button lock. It's a flipper. It's got dual thumb studs. It's super fidget friendly, okay? I mean, I like it. I forgot what the hell is the 9CR18. Okay, I'm good with that. That's good, and got chromium in it. Keep it fairly corrosion resistant. And then the Crowley. So I had both of them, and so I dumped them. They were natural G10, and so I dumped them in the dye. And so this is the tropical teal because that's all I had on hand. And they came out great. But I mean, button lock, okay, flippers, ambidextrous thumb studs, good user steel on them, and super inexpensive, you know, $45. And the fit and finish is great. Deep carry clips, right? Right or left hand. Bingo, bango, you know, and the Civivis, they'll be 75, 85, 105, but these, 45 bucks, just like good old. And you know what? They're great to carry. I think they're champs. I don't know. Maybe they're just not. I mean, they were saying we're just not that appreciated. And I go, I don't know why. I don't know why. Send cut, and they keep coming. And so I'm looking forward to 2023 with send cut. And how can you not include Brian Nadeau, Sharp by Design, Mini Tempest? Yes, I bought a Mini Tempest in Texas at the Texas Blade Show with the blue carbon fiber thing. All right. And I go, why do you call it mini? Because it's really a full-size blade, 3.5-inch blade, whatever. And he goes, because my custom Tempest is bigger. Okay. So this is the Mini Tempest, and it is beautiful knife. It's OEM by Riot, and it is just the fit and finish. If this isn't one of the knives of 2022, what is? Of course, he's got several others that have come out now. Okay, so I get it, but I just think this knife has a nice design flow to it. It's a front flipper. It's easy to kick open. It's smooth. It's super carryable, but real classy. Okay, you know the stovepipe for Spyderco came out in 2022. I'm going to say no. Too small, too expensive, a big disappointment for me. Sorry. I mean, I love the stovepipe, and I got one, and I thought I really had to have it, but they made it small. It needs to be a bigger knife because it's a brutal, Brutus, badass, bad boy knife, and it needs to be bigger. So to hell with it, okay? But two knives that did come out that are not new models, but new variants. And so I'm going to say the Resilience. I've always liked the Resilience because it's a big knife, okay? It's lightweight, and it's got this GFN or whatever handles and stuff, which I find grippy and nice. You got 4-way carry options, right? And so you can get different, lynch clips or whatever you can put on this thing too, so you could dress it up, do that kind of thing. But this was S35VN, okay? So this came out with CPM S35VN, and I thought, that's the thing. I know it's made in China, but not 8CR13. I just wasn't interested in having one at 8CR. But when they came out with the blue scales and S35, I said yes. I mean, and it's so affordable too, okay? So it's not crazy like the stovepipe. Holy crap. I mean, and some of those things like the Paysan were and all that, the Bombshell, whatever, just insane money. Now, if they make the Bombshell bigger and come out with different like fat carbon or something, I'm all over that. And then the Manix 2 XL, St. Nick's. Of course, they've got the handle on the red, right? So they're doing their stuff in red and usually black blades. But this one deserves to be a coated black blade because it's CPM 4V, right? But when this came out in 4V, and it was really weird. I thought people would crash the site, they'd be gone. I wouldn't even get one. But they didn't. I guess it's too big for some guys. So, but man, I had to get one because I've got the natural G10 in CPM, I can't remember if it's Crewwear or 3V or whatever it was a Blade HQ thing. But this one, when it came out, I go, God, so few times do you see the Manix 2 XL come out in some kind of new configuration as far as steel and stuff, then it's just one of those things you got to. And I do love the Manix 2, but the Manix XL, it just gives you all the handling you need right here. And she's a big girl too. And so, you know what? Yes, both of these Spyderco, other than that, I'm sorry, I just was not impressed. Okay, I was digging through my closet and I go, what's the yellow thing in the S box? And it's like, oh crap. I still got this one, the PRKI. And you know what? Stedman. this is what, I mean, this is it for them for, I think, for 2022 as far as I'm concerned. But look at the little roller on the pocket clip, you know, blue hardware stuff. And then this shred, you know, copper or gold shred, whatever, carbon fiber. And then 90, you know, S90V blade, baby. And that's a good size one. And of course, do we like that trailing point? Do we like that sweep, baby? You won't go to sleep when you got the sweep, right? You know you love it. And so, yeah, I'm a sucker for the Persian influence craziness. And oh yeah, who else kind of hit on that a little bit? The Deep Sea as well by Petrified Fish. Yeah, so you see me get swept up in the sweep. But this PRKI is that party good little knife right there. And whoo, yeah, it's all right. Tucson. Oh, could it be the Vandal? Could it be the Vandal? Yes, Tucson, my choice, of course, is my knife. Of course, it's a button lock, and it is a machete. Yes, it's a button lock machete. It is big. It's like 9¼ inches overall length, 4-inch blade of, when they first came out, was 14C. And then the second batch came out was M390. So M390 here on this one, ceramic ball. And guess what? These are still available at White Mountain Knives. And you can use LTK discount code and get 10% off, free shipping, no tax. And they are a hell of a blast. They're fun. I love the design. I love the feel in the hand. They'll fill your hand up. They're crazy good. But also for Tucson for this year, oh God, what the hell is this? The 383. Okay, yes. And did they actually put it on the blade? Hell no. They are now these days, but this one really got my attention. Do you like this? What is this, night morning? Hold on. Yeah, night morning design. Wow, look at that. That's hot rod, baby. That one had to go in my drawer. I had to. And I had a couple of others from this year I put in my drawer, and I'm going, I don't know why, because I don't think they're that awesome. But this one is awesomeness. This is awesomeness. Actually, this needs to get pimped. Put that kind of that multicolor, like it's a hot exhaust grill or something, and then different color for the rest of it would be way cool. And they did it on both sides here. And I just think this is incredible looking. So I'm going to have to pull my Tucson knives out and kind of do a thing with them on the camera. But this one, way cool. This one, of course. All right. This is the end of the line. This is the Wee knives. Now, I don't have any Z's for ZT, but there wasn't nothing. ZT's just kind of taken humble pie and gone home. I don't know. I'm just been super disappointed. So much potential, so many great collaborative designers, and nothingness. Really, sadness. But I'm picking these two for Wee knives, okay? And I think, and I don't have this one anymore, unfortunately, the Soothsayer. The Soothsayer is a player, don't you think? I mean, that is just one beautiful design, What I haven't seen Wee knives really do in 2022 is get on the fat carbon bandwagon. This is that copper with carbon fiber thing, okay? But not like Mars Valley or Red Lava or Winter Storm or any of the, Nebula, carbon fiber. None of those, So that's, I think they're a little scared of the material and how it may, be difficult to machine, etc. But everybody else is doing it. They need to get on it. They need to put fat carbon on the Big Banter. And so this is one of mine for the year. Just came in like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, the Big Banter. Love the Big Banter. Love the small banter. Love the baby banter. Ben Peterson design. Really great. I love it. I think it's a great looking knife. It's great in the hand. It's a simple design, but just makes so much sense. There were some things I'd like to change on this knife, but all in all, I think it's one of the best for Wii knives. And then indubitably, the Vision R is, this I think is the best thing that Wii Knives actually did in 2022. This Snex design is just wonderful. I'm looking forward to them doing more of his designs. I love them. I just really do. And of course, there was one that was before this, but this one, the Vision R, is just wonderful. It's slender. I was funked out by this thing, but actually it works as a pocket clip pretty well. And of course, it's keeping this in place here. It is serving a function, but it's so light, slender, usable, good in the hand. You can just jump up on this. Everything is right about this. This is definitely staying in my, and I don't have that many Wii knives, okay? This may go away if it comes out in fat carbon. I'm going to get this, okay? This one's just staying, period, okay? But that's, this I'm super impressed with. Carried a bunch, lost it, found it again, was so happy, so happy. Oh my God, long story. Okay, that's it. That's my best of 2022. Big long video, sorry about that, but there was a lot to cover and you asked for it, so you got it. And you guys, just remember, we love them knives, so you stay sharp.